another PPRG LiveStream. So glad to have you back. But a housekeeping before we begin. For your support so far, it means the world to me. Please be sure if you're not already. Go ahead and give us a follow, a like, and a share on all our pages and right here. We've officially unlocked the opportunity to offer subscriptions on our page, so keep an eye out for that to roll out in the next few days. Our merchandise is still available. Our investigations will be free, so if you're looking to support us even more, be sure to leave the words. Just as a reminder, we are also a pre-recorded podcast. It'll be titled "They're Still Here." In this podcast, we'll dive deeper into some of the legends, lore, and ghost stories we cover here, along with some that we don't. These will be posted on Spotify, YouTube, and hopefully soon Apple Podcasts. Check out our link tree in the channel description to access all of our social media and our merch page. Without further ado, welcome to the show. Oh, bring Miss Jessie.
I hope I actually, have everything going. There we go.
Yeah, right. Okay. Hold on. Oh, wait. There we go. The king of technical difficulties is back.
If it was the stream that I'm a part of, it wouldn't go right. It's fine.
Good Lord. It's been a day.
I know. Trust me. 7 hours on the road. I'm just glad that though we made it home safely and I was able to get online in time. So.
Hey, me too.
Sorry to make you push it back.
It's all good. I get it. And
that's what happens.
A little bit of connection issue I can see on my end, I think.
It's just it is, and I apologize.
Yeah. We're gonna see how it goes today. Yep. So if it gets too bad, I apologize.
I can see it on stream.
Yeah, it locks up pretty good.
Well, if all else fails, we'll just use my audio if all else fails.
Yeah. Well, worst case scenario, we'll just might just be a short episode today. It keeps going, but we're gonna try it.
Well, how about this? This will fix it. I will just go ahead and do it this way. You just need to hear me. That's all that matters.
Well, then everybody's stuck looking at me, and that's a problem.
No, it's not. Just live with it.
All right. So, well, today we've got kind of a fun story for everybody. We are looking into Captain Frank's tomb today. So, Captain Frank's tomb is a very local legend. It is actually just out of Elizabeth, Indiana, still Harrison County, Indiana. It's just out on Highway 111, out by the casino. And what Captain Frank's tomb refers to is Captain Francis Frank McHarry. He was a steamboat captain. He was born in 1805. Ireland, exactly where, and I have to pull up the.
Yeah, I'd have to hunt it down, but it just states that he's an Irish immigrant.
And ferry boat from Portland to New Orleans. And so.
You good?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I got you. So, no, I got you, man. So, whenever he was dealing with everything, he started out early. But the funniest part is some of the legends and talking about how he was back then and everything else. Ever since he moved to the southern Indiana area, I mean, he was born to Andrew McCary, and when they moved here, he loved everything about the river. He always was a big fan of water and being on the river and everything else. It was just became his life. But the other thing about him as well, apparently he was a rather fiery, tempered Irishman. So I guess a short fuse might have just ran through him and everything else when it came down to stuff. Um, yeah, to say the least, from a lot of the stuff that we've read about Captain Francis McCary. Not to speak ill of the dead, but apparently he was a bit of an asshole. Um, but I mean,
No,
when it comes down to trying to make a life in the 1800s, I mean, go figure. I mean, you have to.
that and
Yes, 100%.
blossoming, blossoming, especially in areas like this where you had a lot, steamboat business. You had to be.
Yeah,
And
because it was a dog eat dog business. You either
to say
stayed
the least,
afloat or you sunk.
and
River terms, why not?
he, I mean, by all successful steamboat.
Yes. That actually, the cool thing is, in the 1820s, he future captain began working on construction on various river sites. So he always stayed near the river. So that was like
And
his life. It was his lifeblood.
and then early, which again is the river. Uh,
100%.
partner with leading units, and it wasn't actually
Mm-hmm.
until the 50s. Uh,
Very much so.
which so really got was the steamboats and the and so it was his business as well because now you're real bad.
Which one, me or him? I could see it being me because you are weird. It must be the connection. It's still a connection issue, I bet. Okay.
Go full bore. We're just gonna go full blown audio podcast today and see if that helps until I get my internet issues fixed. Let me know if that fixes it soon.
Thank you
If
for
that's
being
gotten
here
better.
as
Yeah,
well, CM.
yeah, thank you. Well, awesome. Well, good news is for everybody watching, you don't have to see my face anymore today. So it might be a good episode.
Oh,
But
hush your face.
I'm gonna,
Shut
in
up.
post production, I am gonna put in the but I'm gonna do it after that one.
Nice. Thank you, CM. Get after him for me, would you?
Yes, tell me I'm pretty. Uh, so, so anyway, um, so Captain McHarry, he ended up having a lot of anger and hostility that was pointed at these other steamboat captains in this competition, right? And so what he decided to
Yes.
do in the 1850s, we want to see the beard. So I just looked down at the chat and saw.
That's, of course you do, CM.
Yeah. Anyway, so before his passing in the 1850s, he decided that he was going to build himself a tomb on overlooking the river. That way he could. Oh, thank you for putting that in there. That way he
Got
could
it.
shout curses at his competition from the grave.
Yeah, because
Now,
the crazy thing is how they have him set up is they actually like he put his tomb into the hillside to overlook the river,
mhm,
but they had him fixed up to where he was standing
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
his tomb.
he was laid to rest vertically instead of horizontally, which
Yeah.
is typical, right? And so basically he did that so he could look out over the Ohio River and so he could curse passing riverboats. I mean, that's just what it is. And I believe the curse that he would shout, supposedly, according to legend, was, I think it was, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Is it on this website?
Oh, here we go. He
Oh, did you
cursed
find it?
stated that, yeah, the anyone who sees my grave will not make it back to the shore, and the river will be their home.
Yeah. Thank you. What
So yeah,
which website was that on?
so the Wix has it.
That was on Wix? Oh, I must have
Yeah,
missed it.
that's on Wix. So the fascinating thing is, even with this lore and legend, about Captain Frank, is even today, any like barges, any ships that actually cross by the area to where his tomb is located, they still will they will blow the whistle on their boats, ships, whatever, um to ward off Captain Harry's curse.
Hmm.
They still do that today.
Yeah. Now,
Even after hundreds of years, they still do it today.
yeah. And it's yeah, and that's a really interesting thing. Now, you know, Captain McCary died in 1857. According to legend, he died by stabbing after a fight that
Yes,
he got into. I can't find
which is not
anything.
surprising.
Yeah, I can't find anything corroborating that. Even looking into
Well,
his
that's just
actual
the
grave.
legend, and
Yeah.
that's always a
Um,
possibility.
yeah, it's, I mean, he was a fiery Irishman. I almost guarantee you, again, not to speak ill of the dead, but especially at the time, he was probably a drinker. Um, given the time frame and the occupation, that was actually pretty common back then. Um, but once you mix a bad temper and whiskey, it hardly ever works out. So it's
Right.
sometimes understandable if something like that were to happen. Now, his family, when he died, they honored his final wish and they put him in the tomb and they buried him there until his wife passed in 1888. And
Yes.
then he was moved from the tomb to his final resting place in Harrison County. It's at I believe it is at
Yeah, it's
a
the body was moved to the James Irvin tomb at Cave Hill Cemetery,
Cave Hill. Yeah.
so he could be with it. Yeah, so he could be with his wife.
Yes.
But apparently,
Now,
the legend is his spirit still remains on the river.
yeah, and so from what I've seen online, there have been reports of mists. Some captains have reported hearing him shouting the curse. Um,
Yeah.
people have heard people have heard voices at the tomb, things like that. Um, there's
Hmm.
never been like a full blown apparition, as far as I know, as far as I can tell. But I guess at the end of the day, it entirely depends on what kind of energy is there and what he can pull from.
True.
And so, um, I mean, this is one of those legends that it's super short, but it's honestly so cool, because there's a lot of history that's in this. You can look at
Oh yeah, very
the
much
way that the
so.
steamboat trade started. You can look at, you know, some of the players. I mean, even here we have J. Human Company, which was flour,
Yeah,
cement, and
that was a
lime.
big company
It
back then.
was, and lime is something that's still huge in this area. Limestone, lime
Yes,
dust, things like that. We use it all the time. And so it's
very
it's
much.
just really cool to be able to dig into this stuff and find actual people that it's connected to. And a lot of times in these legends, that's really hard to do. And so, and then when you're looking at curses, curses open up an entirely different avenue of this research because it's a whole nother element to, you have, oh well, I see someone walking versus they are having a direct impact on your livelihood, on your life, right? While yes,
Right.
an apparition can change your mindset and your life, honestly. You're looking
Yeah,
at,
100%.
when you have a curse, for instance, with this one, right? It literally tells you that, may the river become your home. May you never set foot on land again. Like you are going to sink, and it changes the trajectory of everything in your life. And curses are something that's very, very interesting to me. You have this one, you have the Giles Corey curse. There was one associated, I think it was with the wizard flip. And I'll have to look up and see where that was at.
Well, there was also because I know we plan on talking about Witch's Castle as well. There's
Mm,
actually one tied to that too. I'll have to do some digging, but I
so
remember
that
reading
one
about it a long
there,
time ago.
if I'm not mistaken, it depends on which version of the legend you read. Because some of them say
Yes.
that the witches that lived on that land where Witch's Castle stands today, which by the way we will be covering Witch's Castle at a later date. Um,
We're just
but
waiting to get
we're
approval
waiting
because
to
it
get
is on private
approval.
property.
Yes, it is private property. It has already been vandalized and damaged so much. And one of our goals here is to help preserve those properties and any historical and scientific evidence and value that they have. So we're trying to do it the
Correct.
proper way. So it'll take some time for us to do that, but we are working on that. Um, but depending on which version of the legend you listen to, one version of the legend is they were just witches that lived there. They were tried for witchcraft and burned on the land.
Hmm.
Another version, they were hanged on the land.
Yes.
The most descriptive version was there were three sisters, and they were quote unquote mixed breeds in the legend, which, you know, but apparently they didn't interact very well with the townspeople in Utica during the founding. And
Yeah.
they ended up having children go missing in Utica. And everybody was like, oh, well, it's got to be those weird sisters, right? And so they went up there, went into the home, and supposedly they found child bones, child skin hanging in the corner, and in the cauldron in the fireplace was a still beating
Yeah.
child's heart. And so when that happened, um, they took the sisters, tried them for witchcraft on the spot, built a makeshift raft, and sent them down the falls of the Ohio. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know how much people know about the falls themselves. Um, it was actually not
They're not like,
always, well, so the falls of the
well, the
Ohio
river was
now,
not as high up compared to what it is today.
yeah. Well, on top of that, the falls of the
So,
Ohio now and
yeah.
what people think of is the locks. And
Yeah.
back then, they were not the locks. They were a series of rapids.
Yes.
And over the course of, let's see here, they stretch over 2.5 miles, and the water level drops approximately 26 to 32 feet. So this is a pretty significant series of rapids.
Drop.
And so basically, the way that the story goes is the three sisters, they were shaking, they were screaming, they were terrified, right? And then they all stopped. They all raised up at the same time and they cursed the land and the ancestors of the founders of
Yes.
Utica to uh, basically to die, is what it is. With
Yes.
bad luck, bad crops, bad this, bad that,
Hi,
and then
Serafina. Welcome in.
and then that's how that legend ends. Um,
So we will
and
definitely
so
dig in and see what we could find on that one at a later
yes,
date. Because that's definitely one that's on our top 5. We're trying to
now
work toward for investigations and getting information.
now one thing I will say about that story is I'm sure a lot of us I don't well actually I don't know how many of us are from this area.
A lot of people won't really know what
Okay.
happened on that property. So
Okay. So
unless
I'm
they've
just
read
gonna
the
go ahead and
novel back in the 90s,
yeah, I'm gonna
but
go
we
ahead
will
and
use
make mention.
disclaimers when we talk about that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make mention of it here. Um, there was the murder did not happen. Actually, there is no true evidence showing that much happened there during the murder of Shonda Shearer.
Other than torture.
Well,
Yeah,
even
Shonda
that is
Share.
questionable. There was
Well,
actually
it's because
so in all of my
they just took
research
her
that I
there
did,
to,
yeah,
yeah.
and there's mixed information on that. That's not
The
something
only
we're gonna
reason why I
spend
knew
all.
is due to the interviews, but we're not going to
Yeah,
stick to that.
yeah. I'm
We're just
not
going to talk
going
about the
to do.
location.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a whole lot with the murder itself. You know, well, yes, we will do
Main
things with
reason
true
why I
crime.
don't want we'll talk about it a little bit, but I don't want to get
Mm-hmm.
too in depth with it because I did know 2 people that were involved.
Yeah, and
I
it's a
actually knew them.
situation. It's a situation too where it's like I don't want to overshadow any of it.
No, 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 no. The
So
location.
yeah,
No.
the location
But it will
itself.
be something that'll be touched upon at the
Yes,
history things that have occurred there. So, but
exactly.
other than that, that's pretty much where we're gonna leave it at. Because I honestly I knew, like I said, I knew 2 of the girls that were involved, and I mean I met them in Madison. That's how
Hmm,
I knew them.
really?
And yeah, yeah,
Well, see.
I used to hang out with them at the skate park and everything that was in Madison.
Oh, fair.
So we'll, because they were part of a group of friends that I knew.
Yeah.
And so that's the reason why I was like, we'll just mention that this is something else that happened at this location, but
Yes.
it wasn't where, because it was actually a field where she was ended up disposed and burned. But
Yes.
that's a whole different
And
story. If you guys
if
want to
you
look up the history of that, just look up Shanda Shear, and you can
Shandashir,
find
yeah.
the murder case on yeah, you can find it online.
And another place that you can go, to be honest with you, I'm not trying to. Um, no, I'm just going to give them a quick shout out because they do an amazing job with this. There is a
Yeah,
podcast
if you would.
called Morbid. They're
Yes.
on Apple Music. They're on Apple Podcasts. They're on Spotify, YouTube, everywhere that you can find
Yeah,
them.
they're really good.
They
Yeah.
are amazing, and they did a wonderful job
Hey, Keith.
covering that story. Um,
Yes, they did.
so if you guys want any more information on that, honestly, I don't know if there's much of a better place to go for super descriptive.
Definitely go check out Morbid. They did
Yeah,
such a good job on
yeah,
that, talking about the case and everything that occurred.
mhm,
They even dive deep into the investigation information and also the interviews.
yes,
So there's a lot of stuff that actually was portrayed and explained that went through
yes.
it. And for me, it was because you gotta remember this happened. That murder case happened. Let's see, when was that?
That was 1992, I think, 92 or 93.
Yeah. And the scary part was I was 9,
Mhm. I was
and I used to go to the same skate land and everything else. So yeah, that's how I knew those girls because a lot of my older friends.
I was -2, and
Yeah, you weren't even thought of yet, but yeah.
I wasn't even a sparkle in my daddy's eye. And but
See, 93 out of been 10. But I can't
oh, it
remember
was
if it was
93.
92, 90.
I believe it was
If it was
92.
93, If it was 92, I was 9. If it was
Let's see.
93, I was 10.
This went way off from.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it
We
was.
kind of we're having squirrel brain moments.
This is what everybody does. Like, this is what everybody comes for, is the squirrel brain.
Very
Yeah, it
much
was
so. Very squirrel brain.
1992. 1992.
Yeah, 92. So
Yeah.
I was 9 when this happened.
And
But yeah,
so,
they actually, if you ever look it up, they a lot of stuff classified it as at the witch's castle, the horrific murder. If you actually read the documented, there was a book that came out that was talking about it fully, and the sad thing is I still have it. But she was
the
not
book.
murdered there. A lot
Yeah,
of
the
people
book
say
is
that, but
called
yeah, no.
Cruel Sacrifice by Aphrodite Jones.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. You can find that on Amazon as well. Well, actually, I take that back. It's out of stock currently. I don't know if it's still in print or not, but that's the name of that book.
Probably not.
Oh no, you can get a paperback for $15. There it is.
There you go.
Or it's included with Kindle Limited.
Yeah, I don't feel like reading that book again. That brought up too many memories.
Yeah, that's a heck of a thing. I think the last one that was in prison, I think she's out now.
Yeah, they've all
I
been
believe.
released already.
Yeah, and I think actually the interesting thing about it, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Shonda Shearer's mom that actually wrote a recommendation for the last one to get out of prison. It was either the first or the last.
Because of it was actually I want to say it's the last one because of I can't remember all the details.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've really looked into anything.
She started
because
working
of
with
that.
dogs, I think. She started training like service
she
dogs and stuff
turned
like
her life
that.
around.
Yeah, and so I mean, and
she had to go through. Well, the big thing was all these girls, being the age that they were tried as adults.
Yeah, well,
and
I mean, honestly,
went through
given the
psyche evals
situation,
before they had to,
given the
they went through psyche evals and everything and had to go through a lot of shit before they even served their prison sentence.
Yeah, and I mean, given like you can't, minimize what happened. However, it is always good when you see people turn their lives around after something horrible like this.
Facts.
And no matter what they did, and this is something that I hold just, no matter what, everyone deserves a second chance.
I agree with you 100% on
in
that.
In this situation especially, yes, they did something absolutely unforgivable, right? And don't forgive the action, don't forget the action. Forgive the person. Watch how they
100%.
change. So,
Oh yeah, very
they've
much so.
they've all turned their lives around, they've all served their time. So, I know some places, some people, they will go out, find people, and hound them and harass them, and don't do that. Be good people.
No.
Be good
I was
people.
gonna say, be kind to everybody.
Even
don't
the
be
people
a dick.
you don't like. That's the way that it works.
That's why I always say be excellent to each other. I take it from Bill and Ted.
Exactly. Excellent.
But right? But yeah, welcome into everybody that's joining in mid podcast. Sorry, guys, we got off on a tangent from what we were talking about. Just to bring back to what we were discussing, we were talking about Captain Frank's tomb. If you guys Google that, you can actually find out some really fascinating information about this gentleman who was born in the 1800s.
Now,
and also we have some photos that we were going to share and do.
Can we attempt to show those and see if it'll work?
Yeah, I got
awesome,
it.
Yeah.
I'll do it on my end, so
awesome.
It should be functional. So once it shows the screen that I've got on, click on it and it'll go full screen for you, so everybody can see it closer.
Hey, look at that. I see it.
Then there you go.
Yep.
So This, by the way, this page right here is historicphotos.wixsite.com, and you can actually look it up and
Hmm.
see New Albany
And
Captain Francis
actually,
McHarry.
what I'm going to do real quick, I am going to go ahead and throw that in Discord here because I've got it pulled up here as
No, I got it.
well. Oh, well,
Oh, you
fine.
got it pulled up. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't want to do it anyway.
It's up to well, fine then. No. So to show you guys what we're looking at, so this is just almost it's close enough to say Google Maps.
Mhm.
Um so down here, if you look at the bottom right, that's actually it's classified as Horseshoe Casino from when
It's,
this was taken. It's
yeah,
actually changed hands back to Caesars Entertainment
yeah.
now. But it's the one casino that's off the river in New Albany. By the way, guys, this is actually in my hometown, where I live now. My actual
Whee!
hometown is closer to Madison and New Albany, or Madison and Hanover, Indiana, which I can go through more stories and everything else on local legends just where I'm from. But yeah, if you take Highway 111, it'll actually lead you to where the tomb is located. He is not in this tomb anymore. He's actually in a cemetery that's been moved after his wife passed. And if I remember correctly, it's actually further down. I think it's down through like over here. Um, I
So,
have to do some more research. I
what did
forgot
we
to look
say
that
that it
up
was called?
to
It
see where
was
Cave.
Cave Hill Cemetery.
Well, if I can,
Here it
it's
is.
Cave Hill Cemetery. It actually has a picture of his tomb where he's at now. This is actually the James Irwin Mausoleum, where Emily McCarry's wife is buried, and they actually moved his remains from where he was entombed to this tomb.
Mm-hmm.
So they put the husband and wife back together.
Yeah.
But initially, you could barely see it in this photo, but his tomb is right here. And we actually one day plan on, if we can get access to it, we have to talk to the owners of the property,
Yes.
because we're
Because
gonna have
this
to figure out
is,
actually how to hike to it, because this is a
yeah.
cliff. This is like cliff wall.
Hmm?
So no rock climbing for us. We don't want to die.
Yeah, I'm I'm
Um,
I'm too out of shape for that. I can't I can't
I
do
don't
that.
want to take
I'm
any
sorry.
chances. I'm too clumsy.
Yeah, right. Knowing my luck, I'll go to grab a root or something. It'll turn out to be a snake. I'll fall while it bites me or something
Right.
stupid.
Knowing our luck,
Land
right?
in a land in an alligator's mouth somehow. End up in Florida. I don't know.
So this tomb was created just for him alone,
Hmm.
because of how he wanted to be buried. He wanted to be buried, well, not so much buried, but entombed standing upright, so he can watch over the river, and he could curse any steamboat, because back then it was steamboats, any steamboat that went by, because of how it just all the business that happened back in the 1800s was just, it kind of messed with his ferry business, but it's just he cussed at the steamboats more or less. He was very, very, from the legend, a very angry person. Like
Yeah, he
extremely short fuse, pissed off at the world, angry.
my spirit animal. Um,
Wow.
but he yeah, he was definitely an eccentric man. From all the reading that I have seen. Now, what I'm trying to figure out, though, because I don't think that he intended for just him to be in that tomb. I believe
I
he
think
actually
he
built the
wanted it to be
tomb.
his family tomb, but
Yes,
yeah,
but by the
because
way,
it's not small.
he is actually now buried at Cave Hill Cemetery in Louisville.
They moved him again?
No, that is where he is at. He is in Louisville.
I
So
didn't think it
Cave
was
Hill
Louisville. I thought it
Cemetery
was still on this side.
Cave Hill Cemetery in
Huh.
Arboretum is only in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Muhammad Ali,
Arboretum.
George. Yep.
There is another Cave Hill Cemetery that's in Indiana though.
Yeah. Everything that I'm seeing so far is showing that he is in.
Well, I mean, as long as he's with his family, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, even if it's not by
But
choice, I
but
guess.
yeah, you could see how big this thing was built.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not small.
Right. That's what she said.
Ayo, because here's whenever it was
Oh.
first built, and there's some of the construction workers on it.
Yeah. Like this is a large structure. And now this structure has been vandalized and disrespected for a long time. So it is
Yeah,
a
because you can see a
reminder.
little bit of graffiti right here.
This is a reminder. This is on private property. So
Yes,
this is
so
not
do
somewhere
not
that we
go looking.
recommend. Yeah, we do not recommend going legend tripping here. If we have somewhere that is open and available for you to legend trip at, we'll let you know. Um, but in these situations,
Yes, because some areas, especially around here, are dangerous to go hiking and trying to find stuff on your own
yes,
unless you have someone who knows the area.
yes,
Because some of these areas, because a lot of it around here, we deal with caves. We have
mhm,
older cave systems. Even whenever I grew up in Madison and Hanover area, we had to be safe on where we hiked and did a lot of stuff, even with Clifty Falls State Park,
mhm,
due to a lot of the old railway tunnels for
yes,
trains that were built. There is actually one that I used to go to all the time, but they took it off the trail system because it was dangerous. Um, but if it rained enough, this train tunnel would actually flood.
mhm,
And but you could, but if it was a dry season, you could actually hike into that train tunnel and go pretty far
yeah.
into the hillside.
And it's like another thing that we're experiencing a lot around here as well is sinkholes. There are a lot of them
Yes.
coming in. Part of it is because of the soil that we have. There's a lot of lime. There's a lot of clay, uh, and that's something that just in my line of work I deal with a lot. And so a
Yeah,
lot of
you do.
times, what ends up happening, yeah, yeah. I actually had to report one just the other day because it was going like the sinkhole started and it was going up underneath the roadway, so that road's gonna end up collapsing. So we had to
Oh shit.
report it so we could fix that. And I mean, there's not much that you could do for those except for just throw a bunch of rock in there and hope for the best.
Pretty much. But here's
So
one cool
that
picture.
that is the steamboat
That was a steamboat.
captain. Yep, that is a steamboat named after him. That was built in
Yeah, that was
Albany in
his steamboat that he
1867.
used.
No, it was not. This was named after him. This was built in honor of him. If you look at
Yes,
the
built in
caption,
honor of
built
him
in
in
New Albany,
1867.
1867, which
Yeah,
is pretty.
for Captain Frank McGarry. Yeah, because they named it after him. This one was it was still family owned though, because another family member that took over the business, they
Did he?
honored him by naming the steamboat after him. Yeah,
Oh, well, I must have
there
missed
was
that.
still a family member that was
I
part of
didn't
that
realize. I didn't realize his
because it was
family kept that
he
going.
worked, yeah, for a short period, but they worked with the same company he was part of that he for transporting flour and lime and everything.
Hmm.
But yeah, so they actually continued on with that legacy for at least a short period of time. But they kept the boat though in honor of him.
Yep. Carry on, my captain son.
But yeah, look at the old school pictures of everything that's
Dude,
around here.
yeah. Well, I mean, you look at that, and then when you see pictures of like the Bell, like old school pictures of that,
Right?
like it's beautiful to see. And
Yes, very
this
much
was
so.
also before, I believe, before the locks were built too, in
Yeah, it
1867. Because I
was.
don't, yeah. So,
Because I don't
um,
think the lock system was fixed up until
when were
I
the
think it
locks?
was when wrong way. I think barges became more of a thing. Like whenever it started becoming more of a barge system for the river, I think is when they started adding more steps and protections.
Yeah.
Codex.
So, yeah. So the first lock and dam in the Ohio River wasn't complete or were completed in 1885. But the complete set wasn't finished until 1929. And
Yeah.
there were 50
I
of
knew it
them.
was the 1900s.
Yeah, there are 50 of them in total.
Let's see, we already did that one. Here you go.
The Queen Anne House.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, this was purchased by the son-in-law of Francis McHarry. There we go, good lord. He
Yeah.
deeded the property to his mother-in-law. 1987, she died the following year. Okay.
So
Hmm.
the McCary family, I
Mm-hmm.
think it's been passed down
Yeah, I don't know who owns
from
that
family
property
member to family
now.
member.
The Queen Anne.
Oh, no clue. Because
Yeah,
that's nowhere
because
near like where his tomb and stuff is, but apparently that was his actually like
mhm.
it was a family home.
Yeah, that was built on a lot purchased by James Irwin, who was the son-in-law,
Mm-hmm.
and that was in 1869. So that would have been 12 years after his death. So
So it's like another family location.
yeah, it's just another location for the family, is what it looks
Yeah,
like. And then yeah, now we're back to that.
the main
Yeah,
map.
yeah, because you've got Doolittle Hill right there. Doolittle Hill is a heck of a hill, man. I tell you.
Like I said, whenever it comes down to it, let me see if I can bring it up on Google Maps. Let me see what
Oh
I
yeah,
can do.
let's do it. All right.
I'll see if I can hunt it down real quick. No, no, no. Not that. Nope. God damn it. Quit
Ah,
popping up.
don't be doxing yourself now.
So I'm
Um,
trying not to. That's why I'm trying not to give myself away
uh,
too much because I used to drive this all the time when I worked at Horseshoe.
yeah. Hey, you know what? I used to drive it a lot too, but usually it was I was plowing. Ho, ho.
Because
Yeah,
yeah,
so
now it's
there's
Caesars right
yeah,
here.
that's Caesar's and the boat. So for anybody that
So
does know anything, the
there.
boat is no longer there. It used to be a riverboat casino, was what the Horseshoe was, and Caesar's at one point.
It's right here.
That boat
They
is now
actually
gone.
used to take it out, but now it's docked.
Yep.
Did they
It's
actually
not
remove
even
this too and
they
put it
rem
all in here?
they have not removed like the dock there, but they have removed the boat itself. The riverboat itself has
Because
been
I haven't
taken
worked there
in
and
for
been down there in
repairs.
forever.
Yeah. So
Okay,
sadly
so
it's
it's just
gone.
all within the building now.
Yeah, it's all within the building. They actually
But
redid the
they
entire thing.
and just like yeah, because the cool thing was I've worked at 2 different casinos. That one being one of them, and they used
Yeah.
to actually take people out on the river. They would take them on tour. Like they
Hmm.
would just they had different times where they would actually take people out on it.
Yeah,
But the
what they
neat
used
thing
to
is
do.
right here.
Oh, look, you can actually see it. Nice.
Well, no, this is they have the house right here. They call it
Hmm.
the Captain Harry's Vault.
Yeah.
So let me do this. Boink.
Well,
So they
yeah.
have a homestead right here,
Hmm.
but actually, if you go above that, the vault is actually up this hill.
Yes, because that's part of the property.
This is the private property that this is on. So we'd have to
Yeah.
talk to them to see if we can gain access to the backside of the hill. Um, Let me back up real quick. Back up. Okay. So
Yeah. So if you
technically
zoom
his
in,
vaults,
keep going.
we
You
might be
should
able to
be able to
see
see.
it. I think it's like right along shit. I had it earlier. I have to zoom out
It's
just
probably
because
going
it's
to be
further
farther.
back.
Yeah, because you figure you're looking
So
for the cliff itself, which right there is not the
well, the hard
cliff
part
line.
is yeah, because the cliff line's like right here. So
Yeah,
it should technically be about
it
somewhere
might
around
be in
here
that
because it's
mess of
filled with trees
trees.
and stuff like that. So I think
Yeah,
it's right here
yeah,
because it's hard to tell.
yeah. Well, that's
But
the nature of overhead
so yeah,
shots anyway.
yeah. It's not like we have plenty of options to hunt it down.
Yeah.
Not when it comes down to all this. Nope,
So,
we go away. Thank you. Don't want to give you guys my actual address. Come on now.
I already know your actual address. Ha ha ha.
I know you do. Not
Yeah,
everybody. Let me see
I
if
know
I
where
can
you're
maybe terrain.
at. I know where you
Yeah, so if you look at how you know where I sleep, shut up.
live. You're
So
right.
if you look at how the terrain is here, you can see where the depressions and everything else. So this
Ooh.
is the hillside here. Um,
So,
so when we actually decide to find this, there's actually like their house is here. There's no road here, even though it looks like it. It's an old like there was an actual old road that connected here, and
yes,
it's not there
it
anymore.
connected to Doolittle Hill.
It's
And
just yeah. So it just goes into the woods, and that'd be the trail that we'd end up probably having to take
mhm.
is follow this overgrowth path just to go up the hill just to get over here. So it's gonna be a
So
hell of a hike, but maybe one day we can do it.
I do want to I do want to reply to something that I'm seeing on chat right now from Bill Nybot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um,
Yeah, Bill, what's
so
up?
if you wanted to take a look at the old map lines and everything, actually in Jeffersonville at the public library, they have something it's called the Indiana Route. So you can actually go up there. You have to schedule an appointment, but you can go up there and they have old maps. Um, and you can go in there and actually look at them. They'll have them pulled out for you, ready to go. And there is a lot of really cool history.
Yeah. The only thing is he's not anywhere near here.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, if he ever
But
does want to come out here and check it
you
out, yeah,
can
you have the
research
opportunity to
and
do that.
find stuff that way too.
And also, the state of
Because
Indiana is working on digitizing all of their records as well. So you can
yeah,
also go online. Hopefully, within the next, I think they said 3 or 4 years, most of it should be digitized. And so you should be able to go online
yeah,
through the state of Indiana and find this stuff as well.
yes, very much so. There we go.
There we go.
But yeah, that's the neat thing is how they're actually making more and more information about the state, more to public knowledge. They're not restricting a lot. I know next year, I know a lot of you guys are going to be coming into town to
Mhm.
visit. So, no promises we would try to do anything like that. I will take you to other places that are safer.
Yeah, and honestly, if I'm around and free as well, you guys are more than welcome to reach out to me if you're in town, and we can meet up, have some coffee or anything like that. Whatever, I'm happy to do that.
I
Um,
have 10 plus people coming to visit next year.
hey, see,
And,
and then I can
yeah.
I can show up and be the celebrity guest, and everybody's gonna want my
Yeah, Bill,
autograph.
that's the nice thing is our state is finally like when it comes down to the historical aspects of the state and everything else, they're finally putting more information out there for people to read. One thing I would like to do
Exactly.
is also another investigation before you're gone is before you move, and then we have two departments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I hadn't mentioned that
Is
yet
Hanover
here.
College.
Just so you
I
know, I
just left
hadn't
it as
mentioned
a
that.
hearsay, but I
So,
know
yeah,
I was
yeah.
just keeping it hearsay.
Objection.
But
Hearsay. What is this? The Johnny Depp trial?
oh, ouch, too soon.
Yeah,
Um,
right. Well, I mean, you
but
shit on somebody's bed.
so the right, um, Hanover College, which is down the road basically from where I grew up and where I
Yeah,
lived. Basically, my whole life was in Hanover.
yeah,
Um, Hanover College is actually haunted.
yeah,
I didn't know if you knew that.
yeah. It's
Just
on my
like a lot of
list.
other places I like to check out in there. So yeah, I would definitely
Hmm.
like to be able to do an investigation at the theater.
Hmm.
I'll have to see who we could talk to for that because
Chances are we will have
of
to talk to their media department because
yeah.
you have to get media releases. It's a whole mess of paperwork. I'm happy to do it. if we can guarantee that we'll get in there. But we will have to talk with Ben about that.
Well, I just have to see who works security anymore, and that would help too.
Let me in, bro.
Basically. But yeah, we'll go from there and see what we can figure out.
Yeah. Now, while we start wrapping it up here, does anybody in our chat have any questions for us? Anything that you would like to know about? Give them a minute to type it out.
Okay. Thank you, Pippi. He just brought me dinner. That's a large
That was
one.
nice.
Holy shit.
Where's
Dear
my
Lord.
dinner?
Well, come over. We got extra apparently.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll start walking.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
But yeah, if you guys have any ideas of anything else that
Mhm.
you want us to investigate, one thing that was really cool, we just got back from Georgia, and I was telling David about this. One place that Sarah and Grab took us to was the Hell's Church in Canton, Georgia. So if you guys get an opportunity, you'll have to read about that. And I'll be posting photos on my Facebook. And if you guys want, I post the meetup photos also on the Discord if you guys want. But yeah, I took some photos while out at Hell's Church due to they have everything tied up. I mean, it's still an active church, surprisingly.
Yes.
But just like a lot of conspiracy theories and other things that just negative things that happen within a church, um, there was a murder that happened where a child was brutalized. Like, I mean, it was bad.
Yeah.
Needless to say, the best way to put it, the title for that would be beheading.
Yeah.
But that's not the only thing that's happened there or on
Mhm.
the cemetery grounds because the tree is gone. They've actually cut it down, but it was called the hanging tree.
Yeah.
There was a lot of different things happen on those grounds from occult nature to dealing with hauntings, dealing with, I mean, because the fact it's such an old church and old graveyard.
And
It was, it was, it was
if
crazy.
you're looking for more information on that, the name of the church now is the New Highwater Baptist Church. So if you're looking to look into
Yes.
some of the history of it, that's your best way to do it. If you're looking more for the legends themselves, look up Hell's Church in Canton, Georgia. It is
And
a
the neat thing is
active
they actually have
church.
hiking trails out there too.
Yeah, and it is an active
Yeah.
church. So if you do go there, make sure that you approach it with a sense of respect and decorum as a place of worship, whether you
Yes.
believe in it or not. That is a big thing.
100%.
But if you do go there, and if you go there and check it out and you guys experience something or see something, get a picture, be sure to share it on our Discord. We would love to
Yeah,
see
definitely
that.
share the knowledge of anything and everything that you guys go through and deal with. Because that's the
And
one thing that's going to help us learn and also help us find more things that you guys might be interested in seeing or hearing about.
in Discord, too, one thing that I would like to start is I would like to start having more sharing of experiences and uh, legends that you guys know. Maybe even your favorite legend or a question that you have. Be sure to share that with us on our Discord. Again, our links are in our page description. So you can find it there. You can go to our link tree and join our Discord. And just go ahead and share that information. You know, whatever your favorite legend is, or if you guys have a question about how a piece of equipment works, or um, you know what something means. We're happy to try to answer it to the best of our abilities. And if we don't know the answer, we're happy to find it.
Yep. We will do the research for you.
Exactly. You know, and so, but Miss Jessie, do you have anything else that you'd like to add?
Nothing else I can think of. Just definitely keep an eye out on the Discord or in my Discord for a future podcast, especially through here on Twitch. I know David has been doing all the audio editing and everything for YouTube and for Spotify, so definitely go check us out there. Give us a follow if you can. And also to remind you all these cases and investigations that we do are free. We are not charging anybody to do said investigations or help others out, um, because we want to get the truth out there, if not for history, but also to help others as well to get their truth out there.
Yes.
I know I
And
kind of took it away,
also,
man, didn't I?
oh, it's all good. Um, the other thing that we're trying to do here is, either confirm or, debunk kind of what's going on. Because if we're in a situation where you're having an experience and we come in, we take a look at it, and we notice that there are, really high electromagnetic field readings, right? EMF readings. One thing that can do is they can cause hallucinations. Infrasound can cause hallucinations and the feeling of unease. Um, and
Yep.
these are things that could actually make you sick. So sometimes what someone experiences isn't just paranormal, it's physical. And then in other situations, it is paranormal. And so our goal is to
100%.
help no matter what it is. If it's physical, if it's paranormal, if it's mental, it doesn't matter. We are here to try to help. So if you are having an
Yes.
experience that you don't know what to do with, feel free to reach out to us. Right? We have an active
Yes.
phone line for this business, and it is on uh, between the hours Monday through Thursday. It runs from 5:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it runs from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. That phone number is 812 399 4581. And you can call or text that line, and I will be glad to answer it. And I will get back to you as soon as I can if I'm not available at that moment. But feel free to reach out.
And also, you have an email.
Yes, I do have an email.
Everything
It
is,
is,
by the way, if you go check out the link tree, you can find out all the information, all the locations, you can find everything.
yes. And that email, just I'll go ahead and say here since I said the phone number, is
Yeah, if you would, please.
PPRG contact@gmail.com.
Yep.
And so, but I suppose if that is what we're looking at, it looks like I think we've pretty much covered everything. What do you think, Jesse?
I believe so. Like I said, I like to be able to get a little bit of history out while we can. There's a good chance that when we finally do investigations of locations that we've already spoken of, we will end up doing like kind of going back through the history again and speaking about
Mm-hmm.
it, especially when we get to speak about our experiences at the location. Because
Yes.
coming up on the 15th, we are we still leaving for the Edna Collins Bridge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We will be going
So
up there
that'll
August
be our
15th of this year.
first, yes.
Mhm.
It'll be our first live. We won't go live, but first
No.
recorded where you can see all the investigation and everything else that we deal with ourselves.
Yes. And that will be posted on YouTube. It probably won't be posted. Well, it might be posted on Spotify because you can do video podcasts on there. Um, but it will more than likely
And
just
also
end up
we
on
can
YouTube.
we could set it up as a rerun through TikTok, or not TikTok, through Twitch,
Twitch. Yeah, we can do
and
that
so
as
people
well.
you guys can see it from here as well.
Yeah.
It's
And
a pre-recorded stream basically.
we'll get that set up by the end of the week to figure out exactly what we're doing, and I'll
Yeah.
put out a message on Discord on Facebook so we have all of that information.
Mhm.
Um, and then yeah, so keep an eye out for that to come out, and you know, definitely reach out if you guys have any questions, any concerns, any comments, any criticism. I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
be sure, if you're not already, be sure to go
Anything
ahead and
helps.
follow ShadowFox812 on Twitch if you're not already. Uh, that is where you will get all of the Jesse. And so it's a lot of fun over there. And so,
I appreciate it.
hey, not a problem. I will always shout you.
I
And
know, but still. I still appreciate you.
hey, you know what? I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you guys watching. And we will see you guys again soon.
Yes, we will. So
Thank
until
you so much for listening and supporting PPRG. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and Twitch to stay informed. Our theme music is SCP-X7X 6th Floor from Kevin MacLeod in Compotech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0 license. Stay safe, stay curious. We will see you soon.